The NBA is set to welcome a new Ball brother into the league, as LaMelo Ball will surely be taken early in the 2020 NBA draft. As is the case for most NBA lottery picks, their career and progression in the league often depends on the situation they find themselves in. More often than not, a young star's ability to fulfill their potential lies on the shoulders of the franchise that selects them on draft night. Ball is no different in this respect, as his fit will suit some organizations better than others. With that being said, let's look at the 3 best landing spots for LaMelo Ball. 1. Golden State Warriors. On the surface, Ball's fit with the Golden State Warriors looks uncomfortable on paper, but the Warriors may be the best place in the league to maximize his potential. Given his upside, head coach Steve Kerr isn't afraid to reinvent the wheel, and Ball's addition could provide yet another element of offensive invention for the former NBA champions. Ball would join the most heavily talented backcourt in the league with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and although working around this dilemma would be problematic at first, Ball's addition would set up the franchise for the foreseeable future. As currently constructed, Curry is the Warriors' main man, with the sharpshooter set to make $43 million this upcoming season and $45 million in the last year of his contract. Curry is still well in his prime at 32 years old, but after the next 2 campaigns, the superstar point guard will be an unrestricted free agent entering the twilight years of his career. At that stage, the Warriors would have to make a decision on what direction they would want to go, but even if he does re-sign, the ability for Curry to mentor and guide an up-and-coming point guard in Ball could be an invaluable experience for the now 19-year-old. Ball's ability to learn from one of the most scintillating players the league has ever seen, as well as use Curry's shooting expertise to fix his own shot, could be the single most important growth period of Ball's career. Given the championship pedigree already on the Warriors roster, it's unlikely the organization will be in the lottery position again moving forward. With the team constructed to compete for championships in the immediate future, it's unlikely the Warriors will be selecting this high in the draft for years to come. Because of this, although the selection of Ball may be uncomfortable at first, the opportunity to acquire another potential face of the franchise at the guard position doesn't come around every day. Considering Thompson also underwent the first major injury of his career with a torn ACL, and defensive anchor Draymond Green also at 30 years old, the selection of Ball makes more and more sense when you dive a little deeper. The front office already has the blueprint to build around a guard with unlimited range, and with Ball available, they could apply that process all over again. Ball's potential defensively is even higher than Curry's given his size and length, and why not bring a young star into a championship environment without the pressure of producing straight away? 2. Detroit Pistons. Heading to San Francisco to play with Curry and Thompson sounds delightful, but Ball may have a greater chance of reaching his full potential in an environment that will give him meaningful NBA minutes straight away. With the patience to find his feet and make mistakes on the floor, the Detroit Pistons could be the perfect landing spot for Ball. It may be hard to secure Ball on draft night, considering they hold the 7th overall pick, but his fit with the historic franchise makes a lot of sense. The glory day for the Pistons is well and truly over, as the front office has had difficulty in finding their next franchise player for the best part of the last decade. They shipped off Andre Drummond last season after 8 years with the team, and have held on to one-star power forward Blake Griffin for the time being. It's unclear how long Griffin will be around, or how much he has left in the tank given his age and history of injuries, but Ball could come in and take the ball handling responsibilities immediately. The franchise also let go of Reggie Jackson last campaign, and there has been availability as the primary ball handler in the starting unit ever since. Ball's transition into the league would be made easier by working with one of the better pick-and-roll players in the association in Griffin. Another veteran he could learn from is former NBA MVP Derrick Rose, who wants to stay in Detroit despite rumors surrounding his future after putting together a first healthy season in years. At this stage in his career, Rose would be comfortable coming off the bench with Ball starting. He has come off the bench for some time now and has become one of the best sixth men in the league as a result. Other notable guards on the roster include Langston Galloway and Brandon Knight, but neither players are good enough to take the handling responsibilities away from Ball. Given the situation, Ball is a modern-day point guard who could bring excitement to the once Eastern Conference powerhouse. 3. Chicago Bulls. Similar to the Detroit Pistons, although there is talent on the roster, the Bulls are a franchise still looking for their cornerstone to propel them back to relevancy in the Eastern Conference. The difference, however, is the Bulls have younger talent and overall more promise on their roster. Their de facto starting point guard is currently Tomas Satoransky, but he would have no problem coming off the bench as he did for the Washington Wizards. Satoransky excelled with the second unit in Washington, and his production saw him earn a contract with the Bulls last summer. Kobe White is the other guard running the team right now, but despite a decent rookie season where he averaged 13.2 points per game, he didn't set the league on fire or suggest he could be the true face of the franchise. Nevertheless, his pairing with Ball could be productive, as White has shown tendencies of being more of a combo scoring guard. The acquisition of Ball could also maximize the skill set of promising power forward Lauri Markkanen. After showing great signs when first entering the league, Markkanen has since struggled playing alongside others that don't complement his attributes. With Ball's natural playmaking ability and vision, his facilitating would make the game easier for Markkanen and go ways in helping his growth. Joining Markkanen in the front court is Wendell Carter Jr., who also displayed promising signs in his rookie season. Like all great big men, a talented point guard usually maximizes their skill set, and Ball fits the criteria for the Bulls. In a desperate need to rejoin the elite teams in the East, Ball's impact in Chicago could be similar to Trae Young's in Atlanta by putting the franchise back on the map. LaMelo Ball is one of the most interesting and versatile prospects we have seen in recent memory. He has already been a pro in Lithuania and Australia and has superstar potential in the NBA. As the NBA draft approaches, where do you think is the perfect landing spot for the youngest Ball brother? Let us know in the comments.